Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for Channel Disturbance. This is a Strv or Stridsvan M4257. It's a tier 6 Swedish medium tank and it's located, I should say premium medium tank, it's located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay under the command of Heavy 999. Now, what can I tell you about this tank? Well, the M42 on which it's based was designed in 1942 and was Sweden's medium tank during the Second World War, although they never saw service. The turret is actually from an AMX 1375. Sweden bought one and considered could they fit this turret onto the M42 body to extend the life of the tanks. Now it's very narrow but very tall. It makes a very good sniping tank, and of course it's got that 4-shot magazine, which means that it can deal out a lot of damage to the enemy. It's a 75mm gun and it can fire one shot every 2 seconds, and it's got a 15-second reload between magazines. So in just 6 seconds it can fire enough shells to do 600 hit points of damage on the enemy. Okay, he's taken up a sniping position right at the back of the map and he's looking towards the medium line because there's normally some medium tank or light tank that will pop up here that he can take a shot at. He's loaded AP to start with, which is a very good choice. Better to have sort of like a good mix of AP and APCR in this tank. It can get a bit expensive if you use just premium ammo. Now the Swedes made 287 of this particular tank. Oh, it's got a target, SU-100M1. Okay, we've got an MX-12 on the move. That means leading the target. Oh, no, he's going to have to reload his magazine. Now, this is a tier 7 game, and he's a tier 6 medium tank. So obviously there's good potential for XP earning in this game. He's joining the Strv 74, which is based on similar chassis. Okay, there's the AMX-12 ton again. He's obviously doing a quick scouting run. Can get a shot. Here he comes. No. No. Oh, you see. And that's an enemy shell coming in. He needs to pop a reload. It's worth considering doing a reload even if you just fire 2 shots. That was an Arty round coming in exactly where he was, so the enemy are obviously paying attention to him, and he's done for a reload. It's well worth doing a reload even if you only fire 2 shots, because then if you do come across an enemy tank, all of a sudden you've got 600 hit points of damage you can do to them. He's trying to see if he can get a shot on this opposite number, and there's somebody firing at their tanks further up. We just lost our Panzer IVS, the Schmaltern, and there's somebody firing from that bunker because I saw a shell come out of that. There's somebody up there. Now, he wasn't close enough to be seen, but he ought to pop for a reload now. He's only got 2 shots. Quick look, can you get a shot on that 64? No. Oh, there's a Skoda T25 there. He fires one in, but he misses. The Oni's getting a pasting. And he gets a hit there and takes out the Skoda. That's a useful kill. 106 hit points. It's his first kill on the board. His team aren't doing that well, actually. He's 2 tanks down at the moment. Full reload's gone in. He's loaded APCR. Oh, E25 gets 1 hit, 2 hits. He's still got 2 shells only. Oh, Type 64's coming down. He misses the first shot. Can't get a second one in. There's the E25 again, and he gets a kill shot. Second kill, 118 hit points. Full reload underway. Still APCR though. It's going to cost him a packet if he gets to the end of the game. The penetration on the APCR is a lot better than the AP. You can get 190mm on the APCR, but it's only 148 on the AP. But AP usually is enough to get through most of the tanks at tier 6. Okay, there's that Type 64. He's making a quick run. No, this isn't the first one. Can he get any more? Here he comes. Oh, he tracks him. He's got him now. Yes, he gets the kill. 22 hit points. And that's another one. That's his third kill. And he's opted for a quick reload. It's a good choice. But he is the last teammate in front of the enemy there. Between him and the enemy. And so he's decided to pull back to give him more range between him and the targets. And the enemy's firing in. You can see that Arty round was aimed just where he was last spotted, where he was last seen. Fires at the AMX, misses. Oh, he's tracked. Did he get? No. But he got that one. He's got one more round left. He's opted for the full reload. Right, the enemy is advancing now, so we've got the SU-100 up here. We can move up to these bushes and get some good shots, and then pull back behind the house if he needs to. There's the SU-100. There's a T-3485 over there. We haven't got any shots on him, but there's the AMX 12 ton. You can see him now, and yes, he got him on the move. 109 hit points, and there's the T-3485, and he takes him out too. That's 5 kills. One more, he gets the top gun. He needs to opt for a reload. He has, so that's good. He's only got 4 rounds of APCR left though, that's the problem. So he needs to make these shells count. They're now 3 tanks down on the enemy, and an Oni's been found in the south. In the east. It means he's going to have to abandon the position he was in, and that means somebody could approach on the west side because nobody's looking over there. But he's going to try and spot for the Arty because they are piling shells in on that Oni. And there he is. Fires one in. Don't know if it hit. He's not going to fire again. Can't see the target. The Cromwell B's going over to have a look. Oh, there's an AC-4 experimental there. One hit. Can he get a kill shot? Yes, he does. 88 hit points. That's the top gun. But he's only got 1 shell left. He really needs to opt for a reload and load AP now. Oh, and the Comet's turned up. He's only got 1 round. He's opted for the reload. It might be a little too late though. Can he get it in time? Almost there. Yes, he's safe. Okay, so he's got the reload in. There's the Comet. Fires 1 round in, but takes a round in return. Puts the second one in. Third, should be able to kill shot. Yes, he gets him. But unfortunately he took 408 hit points off him, so he's down to half his health now. Less than half. And the Arty are firing in as well. So he's staying here to go unspotted. But really he needs to get eyes on the Oni now, because the Oni is the next one that's going to appear. And the SU-8, I think he's moving east to try and get up the ridgeline to spot him. Heavy 999's been distracted by the Comet, so he's come over to this side to see if he can see the enemies approaching from the south. But there's only an SU-100 M1 down there as far as he knows. There are 3 tanks over to the west. Oh, there's the Oni. He spotted the SU-8. It's 6 versus 3. The M44 gets a shot in. We missed the shot on the P43, but gets the second one in. He's only got 2 shots left now. The SU-8's been killed. Goes to the hill on the P43. He's last one alive. Fires his last round. He's reloading. Needs to pull back. Oh! And the Oni kills him. There was just too much to do. He got 7 kills. So desperately sad because he worked really hard for that, but he just didn't get it in the end. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a second-class tanker for Heavy 999 and Strv M4257. He did manage to get a fire for effect for dealing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, and he also got a Lehvaslaiho's medal for killing 2 enemy tanks, at least 1 tier higher than him during that game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He actually got 7. Now let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see there, if we look at the team scores, that the highest amount of damage actually went to the Comet. He managed to pick up the high caliber and the Confederate with 2,696 hit points, but he was taken out by Heavy 999. The next highest score was Heavy 999 with 1,812 hit points, and then the SU-8 with 1,730. When it came to kills, it was definitely Heavy 999 with 7 kills. Then came the Type 64 with 3, and he managed to pick up an All-X medal, and then we got the Oni and the others with 2 kills apiece. When it came to base XP, it was the Comet who managed to get the highest amount, 884, then the T-3485 with 848. Both of those were killed by Heavy 999, and then the Oni with 735. Now the Cromwell B on Heavy's team managed to get 609, and Heavy himself managed to get 562 experience points, which is not bad considering 7 kills. I would have expected slightly more though, because he is a tier 6, so is the Cromwell B, but I suspect the Cromwell B got more spotting damage. Yes, he did. 2,103 experience hit points of spotting. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, he fired 33 rounds. He got 17 direct hits, 15 penetrations, damage of 1,812 hit points, of which 1,056 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy, and they were all penetrations, and that proves that the armor on the Strv M4257 is very, very weak indeed. It's very light, but that's what makes the tank go fast. He did get 1 hit point of damage against one of his own team. That was when he was pushing those tanks up the hill. Sometimes you do team damage during that. And he damaged 80 of the enemy, killed 7 of them. On a premium account, he earned 35,565 credits. He got 14,690 credits for completing a mission and 6,480 for courageous resistance. That's for getting the epic medal, the Top Gun, in a losing team. He was also fined 45 credits for the team damage, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and remember he did use an awful lot of APCR during that game, he actually had to pay 55,230 credits for the APCR, which meant he made a loss on the game of 1,681 credits. But he did pick up 2 bonds for the Lehvaslaihos and for the Top Gun, and he also earned 843 XP, courageous resistance 489, mission completion 466, premium vehicle 400, total 2,198 experience points. So as he says, it was a very tough carry in the tier 8 game. Well, very tough indeed. So yeah, not much you can do when you've got a lot of opponents. In fact, I think it was a tier 7 game, but not tier 8, but yeah, it was very, very difficult all the same. And you did get a win 8 of 4201, which is CPU income standard. So it showed that you were doing your job, even if the other team members just couldn't do theirs. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.